Hello crafty friends, it's Donna here from Donna is Playing Paper, and I've got a set of 6 cards that have been made with a Christmas die but have absolutely nothing to do with Christmas. The die is called Floral Christmas Coverplate and it looks like this. And you absolutely can use it to make beautiful Christmas cards, and I'm going to quickly whip up one with some ideas of using this type of cover plate to show you its use as a Christmas card. But then we're going to move on to making some very not Christmas cards, and I'll look at some ideas for making cards of this type in multiples. I've cut the die out and then I have coloured the berries and leaves using one colour for each, no shading at all. I'm then going to cut another sheet of the paper, since I've just wrecked the first one, and put some double-sided tape on the back. If all you have is rolls of tape, that's absolutely fine. You can just line them up along the back, but I have a much bigger roll and I'm going to use that for most of it. As long as whatever you do, you cover the whole back, all is well. Then, using a couple of the berries and leaves that have popped out, I'm lining the top layer up exactly over the bottom layer and pushing each of the elements down into the holes and into contact with the sticky side of that double-sided tape. When that's done, I'll just poke in the last few pieces by hand. I'm then going to add the word peace. So that the colour of the word matches perfectly, I'm going to use exactly the same Copic marker that I used for the berries. Once again, I'm going to leave it inside that background to do the colouring. And once again, there's no shading at all. This time though, when I pop this out, you are going to be able to see the sides. So I'm just using my marker to just quickly go over any places where I think I can see the white core of the cardstock. I'm going to layer this up with the background die and some foam tape and stick it down, and there's a quick and simple Christmas card. Now, let's start thinking about this as a set of 6 cards for a gift set. The techniques are going to be very similar. However, there's a few things when making multiple cards. One is, for me, that I don't want them to be too fussy, and so I'm not going to colour anything in. And the second thing is, I want to do whatever I can to save time. So, when I cut out the first sheet, I'm going to take out all of those little elements and put them aside. From then on, when I cut out a new colour, I'm going to poke the pieces down into my first sheet. Here I am poking the lighter greens in and just using a little sticky pencil to fill in all those dots that fell out when it came off my incredibly scratched up base plate. Now, the leftovers from that first card are going to become the base of my second card. And so once again, I've put the tape on the back, and this time I'm going to add in some grey pieces. Then the grey will be the base for the blue, and the blue is going to be the base now for the green. A little bit of footage missing. I was hoping I would sneak that one past you. Once I've got to the end of however many cards I make, I'm then going to go back and collect all of those little pieces that I put aside and jigsaw puzzle them back into the original. So you only need to do that individual placing of pieces once at the end of your whole set of cards. If you want to make 100 cards, you still only need to do it once. I'm going to cut these down to be very slightly smaller than an A4 card so that I have a nice little white border around the outside. Probably it would have been a good idea to do the cutting before I had the tape on the back, just so that my cutter didn't get sticky. Mostly my double-sided tape didn't go to the edge, and so it was okay. You can see here how easy it is to peel back the backing, and that sheet with its inlaid pieces just acts like one sheet of paper, and it's very easy to stick down. I have a thanks and a hello die that match the piece that I used for the Christmas card, and I'm going to use those for these cards. However, I'm going to use them with vellum, which means I can't use a wet glue. And so I'm putting some double-sided tape on just the wide parts of the word hello and sticking that down. Another option you could do is to add those pieces of double-sided tape while it's still in the die. Then press it into the die, flip it over, and just push it all into contact. Some of those squiggles below the word can get quite moved around, and so this is a really nice way of getting it right first time without any mucking. I want to pop the element up with some height, so I'm adding some foam tape just in the areas that are nice and thick. And rinse and repeat. Since these are a gift set, I'm going to add some little extra supplementary sentiments so that they can personalise them before they give them. That's it for today. I hope you've enjoyed this little set of 6 not Christmas cards and a bonus Christmas card. I'll be back soon with another video. Bye for now.